Right, just getting the foam on the back, we're doing the heater. We'll just put that foam strip down there now so it gets a nice seal on the back of the bulkhead. We'll pop that in there. We've got a wedge plate, arch trims on, got a wing badge on, mirrors on. We're looking hot. Keep it on going with a rebuild. Wipers are in. Nice bolt on that one there. We're rocking. Let's keep going. Let's get this bad boy in. We've even got the plenum drain. I'll show you the plenum drain in a sec. I just won't get it now. Just painted it up. Plenum drain. Okay, it's got the wiper motors on, a pulse test. I've got a transformer there, it's just putting out slow pulses just so I can check the operation. We're going to make sure we're not doing any damage. So I'm just checking them wipers now as it's wired up. So we should be in an arc there. Should be coming back now. There we go. We might want the arms, that arm just wants to go round a click. But I'm not out of phase on the motor, so we're okay there. So the motor's in the right place, we got that right. And just got it, because you can just get them the wrong way. Just supporting it off the paintwork. And back up, so yeah, you can see it doesn't go quite to the bottom of the screen, so that doesn't really matter. All I'm checking is the principle of it. Some clips on the go now. Just put these in bleach to get them nice and white again. These are hard to get, these clips. I've had a scout around, so far no luck getting these wiring harness clips, so I've salvaged what I can find and bleached them. They were a bit yellow. Gone a bit whiter now, quite clean. A few more clips going in the bleach. I'll go and fit them in the engine bay. Right, a bit of trim going on this side, near side. It's got the heater on there, that's why you've got a red glow. If you ever bought these clips from Bresco, that's where you get the clips from. These are the side strip clips. They come with the little locking pin already attached to it. So you snap it off with pliers, just crack that off, get your trim clip, and then into your pre-drilled holes, straightforward enough, just like that. So it's in. Now you'll find that when you get the locking pin, it's a real tough fit, okay, and it's like you're trying to bend your panel. Don't try tapping it in, don't force it in. What you do, just enlarge this hole a little bit with a drill. It's going to go in there. That's the wrong one. I'll just get the right drill. Hold on a sec. Right, what I do, I just route out the hole a little bit, just a little touch there, jacket bar, and get your punch it in. By routing it out, it makes that locking pin a hell of a lot easier to get in. You'll be struggling otherwise. Okay, I don't know the size of the drill bit, but I don't know what that is. I can't read it. But that's the one, okay? So snap your pins off, clip it in, and then just route the hole out a little bit there. It helps that ping go in. Little tip for you there. Right, all done in no time. All done in a minute. Dead easy. Ping, 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 ping. You're in, and there's the 2 securing bolts going on to those holes. So clip trim going on now on the near side rear quarter. Just taking a chance to soundproof the bulkhead. So we've got the deadening pads going on the bulkhead before the dash goes in. So done this side there, just heating up the bitumen pads and then forming them over the mouldings and the screw holes there, as you would. Just cut out as you go along, heat it up first so it's soft. So we're going to do that driver's side bulkhead there now. Got a pad here, just sliced it in half for easier application. I'll do it in 2 sections, get that warm. Now away we go for that, stick that on the bulkhead. Alright, Swampy's lock, cleaned, refurbed, greased up, polished. Swampy's original door lock has survived, so on she goes now. I'll get that fitted onto the boot, away we go. Got the gasket on the back, and we're ready to slide that in with a locking plate at the back there. So a locking plate, a little bit of work in the boot. I put those sound pads that they have fitted behind the wheel tubs there, those sort of noise insulators, both sides. That's the cardboard and the felt pads that fit behind those arches. Just mocking up the jack there, that's going to get refurbed, the jack. Put the rubber pads on the jack stand, just position it in. I'm going to put a felt pad on there for it to rest on, and 2 rubber pads under its heel there. It's just bad design, it scratches your boot floor, so I'll put some protective pads on that, as well as the gasket, so that as the rubber stops that it already has. So boot lock on now. Okay, C-pillar trim, vinyl roof, just cut into the right cut-off point there. So just masked it up with the vinyl roof line to cut. So we'll pull that trim off there now, and then trim the vinyl back, and then the C-pillar trim going on, everybody. C-pillar trim. Okay, GXL badge going on. New old stock alert. New old stock alert. So just getting the badge ready there. I'll put a little bit of seal around the weak point on the badge, which is where the water creeps in on them and destroys them. So some sealant in there now. Some Silkaflex it's getting stuck on. And then the locking pins at the back. So badge going on there. Some trim on the side. Of course, that's where I left you. So let's get that badge on now. Badge is on, trim is on, pedal box going on next. So pedal box next, just got the nuts and bolts lined up ready for that pedal box, greased up the front facing plate. There's the back plate for it, servo mount plate. There's a little rubber grommet bush thing goes on there, we'll find that now. So pedal box going in, bulkhead's been done, let's take it in and have a look. I'm just crawling about because I've done my back at work, so it's a bit tricky today. So there's that soundproofing padding for you, hope you're liking that. Downtown, just making sure we're not missing any parts off. That's the rare part, or the hard part if you lose. That rubber donut thing there, the bulkhead seal basically stops noise and water and air and fumes coming into the cabin. That fits on the end of the servo mount bracket there. I've just silicone greased that up so it's a bit more nourished because it was a bit flaky. So that's had a feed, the silicone, and now we're ready to offer this up into the bulkhead there now. So okay, servo's in there now, bolted up, pretty straightforward. So we're on to that. Also going to be doing some wax oiling. Tried the Schutz gun, but Schutz gun will not. With the Venturi system on the Schutz gun, you can't get any draw on the fluid. Hold on, just turn this off. Yeah, the Schutz guns just have a siphon, well not a siphon, but it's a Venturi. It does siphon it up. You put your canister straight onto the Schutz gun, and then it's okay if you're just blasting it straight out onto a panel. But as soon as you start trying to deliver Schutz down a tube, there's not enough flow, and you don't get the liquid getting drawn up the tube. So if you're doing long cavity runs like down your sills and you want to have a long tube, you're going to need a pressurized canister like this one. This is a Sealy, what they call SG18, and that's it puts air pressure into this canister. You obviously fill that with the wax oil, then it pressurizes this canister, then blasts it out under pressure. So that enables you to deliver the wax oil straight down the sill on a long tube run, because it's got nowhere else to go. It's got to get blasted out of the can, so you can virtually have an unlimited run. So that means I can get a couple of meters tube, which is what I wanted for that long run down the sills. Although you can get to the sills through the drill holes there, of course, but I was just going to draw the pipe through and tape those holes up, and then I was going to undo the tape and then just peer in to see if it had done a good job. If it doesn't, then I'll go through each access hole on the sill. But anyway, that comes with a lance, sort of, or a wand if you will, there. So that's for doing in your doors. So you get the wand and in you go. And you've also got a cavity nozzle, which is a 360 nozzle as well. So looks like a good piece of kit to me. The SG18 Sealy gun. We'll see how it goes when we get the wax oil on the run in the next few days. In the meantime, I'll carry on with the steering column next. I've got the pedal box inside here now. We're preparing for all the fittings and the heater connections next. Now that we've done that bulkhead soundproofing, you can see it there. It's all shaped round. And there's your pedal box waiting to connect to the. That connects to the steering column there. It forms your steering column mount. Okay, so we're on with that. So steering column goes under there, and then the shaft goes straight down between those pedals. We can get the steering column on next. That'll be one out the job out of the way. Then I'll start putting the heater components in. So there's quite a lot involved in the dashboard build, and certainly taking longer than what I thought. There's a lot of things you've got to think about. Mirrors up there, interior lights, there's your sun visors. This is a mock-up sun visor. This was the knackered frame, and what I've done, I've just put it back in the padding, which is damaged, just to mock it up. So we're going to get that retrimmed. You can see where I've slit it open to repair the frame, but that works. You've got your sideways motion, it's parallel with the roof, so we've got it level. That's parallel there, that swivels round. Then you go back round that way, then up and out the way. Same on the driver's side, that's also parallel, so I've got those in the right place. Sound pads are on that side. I put the tensioning lugs in on the rear headline in. Those tensioning lugs, they're in. So that pins down the back. In the boots, boot locks on, reg plates on at the back. Boot locks on there, and that's operational. It's nice and smooth. Jack mock-up is on. That has to get repainted. Sound pads in on this side. Sound pad to go on that side. The collar for the fuel tank filler cap is on. This needs the screws. These foam pads for the soundproofing, they can fit in now. They can go in. So a little bit work done at the back as well. I saw that badge a bit earlier on. I'm going to get some handles on tomorrow. So plodding away. It's taking longer than I thought. That's just the way it goes. You've got to take your time, do things right. Okay, so we're over and out on this little clip. See you in a bit.